the Henchman AI update. And as the title implies, this update allows the customization of your AI, both cosmetically and with the skills they have. Yes, you heard me right, the skills they have. So using AI can now give you passive bonuses based on what you want, and you can use them on any mission, stealth or loud. I'll get more into that later, but first let's just take a look at the customization from the top down. So as with before, you can characterize, or not characterize, you can take priority on which characters you want. So for me, I have Dragon, Bonnie, and Rust. For you, it may be other characters, whatever you want. You can choose anyone from the, myriad of heisters that we have now. So, very first thing you can do is you can equip them with any mask you want. Which is, you can have your own little group going on. So, for me, I decided to go with the white man group as opposed to the blue man group. The stuff of nightmares is right here. And you can also change their weapon. You can use a lot of different weapons. I've noticed mostly it's assault rifles, snipers, and shotguns, also LMGs, but you can't give them akimbos and any of the specials and no explosives. And I think the main thing for that is because most of these weapons are purely cosmetic. Like, I don't think snipers actually act the way snipers really do. Like, they don't have penetration unless you have the piercing skill. For the most part, most of the weapons are going to be about the same. I haven't really noticed any differences, so this is mostly cosmetic. You can give them whatever you want. I gave 2 of them snipers, 1 of them LMG. You can give a shotgun as well, just whatever you want. So now we get to the interesting part. So for the first thing, there is crew abilities right here, and then there are crew boosts. So crew abilities, let's take a quick look. First skill is Quick. Players interact 30% faster. This bonus is increased by 30% for every AI present. Additional increase. So, with the crew abilities, these abilities are amplified for every AI you have on the team, except for piercing. I'm not really sure. I guess for more AI, there's more piercing, I guess. But, for Quick, you interact faster. For Inspiring, your team AI can now inspire once every 6 minutes, and the cooldown is reduced 2 minutes per AI. So it's once every 2 minutes if you have 3 AI on your team. Sharp-Eyed, players pick up 20% more ammo. The bonus is increased by plus 20% for every other AI present, so you pick up more ammo the more AI there are. And Piercing, your team AI will now use armor-piercing rounds. Now this is what I was talking about earlier, how snipers don't really seem to have their normal penetration, but if you have Piercing, all weapons will be able to pierce through shields and armor. Most notably like Tan Guy's armor, because usually you can't shoot through that. So yeah, you can equip one of those, and of course, the more AI you have present, the more the bonuses will be increased. Now for the boosts, these are not like the crew abilities where more AI will increase the boost more significantly. This is just a flat bonus. So the first one is Reinforcer, increase players' health by 60. Protector, increase players' armor by 30. Distractor, increase players' dodge by 5. Invigorator, players have 50%, not 50%, just 50 more stamina, and armor speed penalty is reduced by 50%. Healer, heal 5 health every 5 seconds. Concealer, players gain 3 more concealment. Stockpiler, players are granted extra throwable for every 35 kills. And Accelerator, players reload 50% faster and swap weapons 50% faster. So, while these bonuses aren't super crazy good or anything, they're pretty handy to have when you're playing with AI. And when you have 3 AI, all these bonuses and abilities start stacking on top of each other, so you're getting quite a bit of help while doing missions. The AI were also buffed quite a bit in a few aspects. I don't exactly know what the changes were. There were a huge list of changes, and there were some other changes they added in beta and some few iterations, but I don't exactly know what the end result is. I just know that a few of the changes that were more substantial, in my opinion, were adding the 3rd AI, and also making it so that AI can take damage every 0.35 seconds instead of like all the time, stuff like that. So we've been given a lot more help for any solo players out there that want to use AI. So much so that if you decide to use 3 AI, Overkill decided that to balance it, since it was, apparently too overpowered, they had to increase the spawn rate for playing with AI. So if you do decide to play solo with AI, be prepared to run into a lot of enemies on missions. One thing I also forgot to mention is that you can only have one of each ability and one of each boost while using these AI. You know, I can't have two of the quicks. I can only have one. So you got to be able to mix and match and find out what exactly you like. Some of these skills will be better than others, but you know, it really all just depends on the person playing. So that's really it for the crew management. I think it's pretty fun. It gives you something new to try. Try playing solo with these guys and seeing how effective they are. As for actually how effective they are, I can't really say yet because, you know, we've only just scratched the surface here. But I guess that's something we'll have to see in the future, won't we? Look at them. This is the greatest thing right here.